Good afternoon. Good to be back out there again after Saturday. Another full padded practice, physical practice. I think P.J. James got a little dinged up about halfway through. We could have pushed him back in, but I think it's better served to let some of the other guys get an opportunity. You know, Michael Burton got a couple touches out there, and that was good for him. You know, I think as we get ready at that position, we know it's going to be more than just Savon. We're going to need more than one running back. I think you always do. Even when we had Ray, we had Brian Leonard for the first 2 years to run it, and then Cordell Young the third year. So I think setting the depth behind him right now is one of the things, one of the goals we had at the beginning of spring. And today, at least, we had a little bit of an opportunity to give those guys some touches. Other questions?
The tape from the first full pass on Saturday, did that reveal anything maybe you didn't see initially? Or?
Well, I think that the first thing it revealed is that we're a little bit ahead on defense right now. And that's usually the case when you start training camp and you start the spring. Even though we're a little younger on defense, we're not really a little younger up front. And I think we had a little bit more in on defense than we did on offense. And I think today, with the offensive install, we balanced it out a little bit. You know, so the offense had a little bit more success today than they did on Saturday. And hopefully we'll have that kind of back and forth as we get into the rest of spring. And we'd like to see it certainly on Saturdays during the scrimmages too.
Kyle, the quarterbacks to this point, what have you seen from Gary and from Chase?
I think they've done a nice job so far. I think the body of work right now is minimal. I thought both guys had a good day today, and it was a little bit windy out there. And when the sun was out, it felt pretty good. And then when the sun went behind the clouds, it got a little colder out there, maybe a little tougher to feel the ball. But I didn't think it affected the way they threw it. I was really pleased at how both guys threw the ball today. I thought they really took a step forward.
Tyler Crawford had a good day too. So you expect a little more from him this year?
What I'd like to see from Tyler is more consistency in the run game. We know he can run and we know he can catch, and he'll do some things after he catches the ball. I think that will make him a special player. And all those things are great as long as he continues to progress as a blocker. And I think we're seeing that. I think that is the part that he didn't have to do as much, you know, when he was in high school. So that's been a little bit of a learning process for him. And he's getting better at it. He's getting more physical. He's stronger. He's bigger now than he was last season. And as he continues on that path, you know, hopefully what he gets in the spring will be able to build on it, and by the fall be even better.
If Quanzell was to earn the starting job, would you feel comfortable letting him quarterback the defense, so to speak?
I would, and I think part of that is the people he has around him. I think when we recruited Quanzell, one of the things we liked about him was his ability to communicate, and that's critical. Certainly one of Steve's greatest strengths was his ability to communicate with the entire defense, and whoever is in that spot, whether it's Quanzell or Lester or Kevin Snyder, or whoever ultimately is in the middle of the defense, they have to be a great communicator.
Are you, the progress of the secondary, is it what you would hope to this point? I know it's only 4 practices, but
I don't know if I've seen enough yet to say that. I think I'm really that's going to be one I'm really going to have to look at, maybe the second scrimmage, to really see if all the pieces are falling together the way we like. I think from a work ethic standpoint, I'm seeing the type of attitude that I want to see from the players. I'm seeing flashes of some really good things. They've gotten a couple interceptions. They seem to be in the right spots right now. But I think when we get to around that second scrimmage, kind of the halfway point, the third week, the offense will have enough in that they can really challenge that secondary. You know, when the formations and the motions and the shifts, and now all of a sudden the ball snaps, can you be in the right place and then make the right decisions? I think that's really the point we have to get to really evaluate it.
How's Lester doing in picking up the responsibilities of middle linebacker? And
I think he's doing a good job. He's got a very natural feel to play that middle linebacker position. Even there's no doubt that right now he doesn't know everything he needs to know. I don't think that he could at this stage, but he seems to be in the right spot, and he's played a lot of linebacker in his career, and I think that shows when he's out there.
Anything jump out at the place kicking competition between Nick and Kyle?
I think Kyle probably had a little bit better day today, but that's just one day. Today was the first day we did any live kicks, 11 on 11. That'll be again, it'd be one of those competitions that will go through the spring for sure.
Kyle, what are your impressions of how Ike Holmes is doing so far compared to where he was pre-injury?
Ike Holmes is an excellent football player, and when he's healthy, he can play at a very high level. I don't know if we've had a lot of players in the program who've had better hands than Ike. He's got very quick hands. They're always in the right spot. They're always inside of the offensive player's hands, and that's the reason he's able to disengage and get to the football. So I don't know that I'm seeing anything different than what I saw last year. We just got to continue to work and keep him healthy, because when he's healthy, he's an excellent football player in our defense.
Got time for two more?
How's Ayers been so far through a couple practices, Dante?
Dante's been good, and I think the first thing you look for with a player who didn't play the year before is will they be tentative? And I got to see on Saturday, and I watched the film to make sure I saw what I thought I did. A player who played without hesitation, and that was critical. You know, he wasn't thinking about the knee or the knee brace or anything. He was just playing full speed, and we saw a little bit more of that today. And this run game and these running plays, these are new to him. You know, not just new because he didn't play last year. He hasn't been in this type of system before. So I think all those things, as he continues to become more comfortable with them, we'll see him play faster, which is certainly what we need him to do.